So let's talk about password strength for a little bit. In order to have a strong password, it needs to meet certain criteria. It needs to have at least 8 characters. 7 may be acceptable in some situations, but really to have that minimum of what's considered a strong password, it should be at least 8 characters long. And those characters should be alpha uppercase, alpha lowercase, numeric, and or special characters. And you need 3 out of those 4, upper, lower, numeric, or special characters, incorporated into your password in order to be a strong password. Should not use any words out of a dictionary. The password should expire every 90 days. Sometimes we see passwords expiring more frequently than 90 days. If the users are able to manage that appropriately, there shouldn't be a problem with it. However, sometimes I see that when a password expires more frequently and is being changed more often, that users tend to forget the password and they tend to write it down. 90 days is a nice number to expire passwords. And the system should remember the last 5 passwords. That means you cannot repeat a password until you have used a different one at least 5 different times. With a 90-day expiration, that puts that password rotation at about every 5 quarters or a little over a year. Passphrases are another category of passwords, and it's like an upper end password. And using passphrases can be maybe an easier way to remember a password. So let's look at this situation. You're going to hear me roar. Let's say that is your password. Well, if I was going to make that into a passphrase, I would go through and replace some of the characters there so that it's not words in the dictionary and it's not a clear sentence spelled out. So we changed your to you are. We changed the O in gonna to a 0. The A in here to an @ sign, the E in me to a 3, and then we made a capital O for the R. Now you could potentially note this phrase somewhere, or maybe a reminder of the phrase, and remember what your password is without actually including your password.